It was a coalition of the NAACP, the adult branch. I was in the youth council, CORE, and the Consumers League, and they had come together and come up with a list of domains that they wanted the Canal Street merchants to give. They wanted a desegregation of all of the eating facilities and the restroom facilities. So you had to take down the white only, or the colored signs, white men, colored men, and so forth. And they wanted the stores to come up with an accumulation of 90 jobs in 75 days. We started off picketing 35 stores between the 7th and 1200 blocks of Canal Street. So it was very, very important, because if you could take away 10% of their business, that was basically their profit. We thought, of course, that they would give in within a couple of days or maybe a couple of weeks. It lasted for over two years. I remember one particular day I was picketing, and there was this guy who obviously was trying to intimidate me. And he walked right in front of me. And we used to have the signs that had wooden boards on them, so he gave us a little bit of protection. So I lowered my sign and I just walked right through him, and he punched me. And we used to believe foolishly that white boys couldn't hit hard, and I can still feel the punch. I broke my sign over his head, and I still had the stick that sort of served as a little weapon to keep him from coming any farther. And then I went to get a policeman. It turns out this particular policeman had pushed our advisor out of the door of one of the stores we had been picketing. And we had filed a complaint against him. And when he finally came, he said, "Y'all almost cost me my job. Headquarters told me not to touch you." And I thought, well, we got some power. We had opposition. A lot of times people would pass and say bad things, but we also had people who would pass and maybe put $5 in our hand to buy lunch. Because unlike what a lot of people believe, we didn't get paid. It lasted for over two years. But eventually we were able to force compliance from all of the stores. We got help after the 1964 Civil Rights Act passed, because it had the Title VII, which made it illegal for companies that had 100 or more employees to hire on the basis of race or color. And so the last 4 stores that we were picketing came into compliance because we had filed complaints with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. And historically, that was important, because we filed 7 of the first 12 complaints that went to the EEOC in 1965. And they sent down investigators, and as a result of pressure from the federal government, they did capitulate. But it took 737 days. That's how long the boycott lasted.